Fall campaign push is kicking into high gear with only 5 days left for third quarter fundraising. The Clinton campaign says it expects Barack Obama will top them by $10 million. John McCain is in the black. And newcomer Fred Thompson is facing criticism. He's using his home state as a personal ATM. Joining us to talk about the fight for campaign cash, our political panel, Joe Watkins, Republican strategist and MSNBC analyst, Craig Crawford, an MSNBC political analyst and columnist with CQPolitics.com, and Newsweek's White House correspondent, Holly Bailey. It's nice to see you all this morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
All right, Joe, let's start with you here. Several campaigns are in money trouble. Which candidates really have to come out strong at this point?
Well, I think, Contessa, that Fred Thompson has a lot of pressure on him because the expectation is so high. He got into the campaign kind of late, made his announcement, of course, on Jay Leno's show, made a big splash. He's a big Hollywood star. But really, how much money he's raised will really tell people how serious he is as a candidate. So I think he's got a lot of pressure on him with regards to reporting.
All right, so all eyes on Fred Thompson. Holly, Clinton campaign is predicting that it will trail Obama again. And don't forget, Oprah raised a reported $3 million for Obama in one afternoon. So now we're hearing the Clinton campaign say, look, our donors have maxed out their contributions already. Can you donate that $2,300 limit and then still attend those fundraisers which charge you for the privilege?
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the problem for the Clinton campaign is it is true. Most of the donors have really maxed out to the campaign. And Obama, yesterday announced that he had gotten, I believe, 75,000 new donors, which is pretty extraordinary heading into the fall. But at the same time, can Obama really drive up his numbers in the polls, even though he's getting, this enthusiasm in the money trail?
Craig, Republicans have all been out fundraised by the Democrats this season. Can they turn that around?
Yeah, there's been a rising tide for Democratic money, and not just in the presidential race, Contessa, for the congressional races, Senate and House as well. That indicates a level of enthusiasm, I suppose, among Democratic donors that we haven't seen about Republicans. And on the presidential race, there's a level of confusion on the Republican side as to who they really want to support. Giving money early in a campaign is sort of like the commodities market, where you buy now betting on what the price will be later. And it's been an easy pick for Democrats with 3 candidates at the top that are splitting the money, many more on the Republican side.
Of course, here's Hillary Clinton trying to raise all this money, and yet she's having to return a big chunk of that, about $850,000.
That doesn't help her.
No, it doesn't. Joe, let me ask you, here's the Norman Shoe fundraising scandal. Thousands of donation checks are coming in. How do you screen out the people who are giving you money to make sure they're not breaking the law?
It's really hard, Contessa. I know this for a fact. I've worked in 2 presidential campaigns. It's really hard. When the money's coming in, you really don't have the ability to screen every single check that comes in. You don't know exactly. People are supposed to put down who they are and where they work and all that kind of stuff, but you really have no way of knowing who it is that's giving you that money, and so it's a tough one.
Do you think that it's a detraction at all for the Clinton campaign?
Well, a small one. I mean, she's really been like Teflon this time. She has the Ronald Reagan Teflon thing going here, because nothing seems to stick to her this time. She's been very, very strong. I think she's going to continue to be the front runner.
All right.
But Joe's being very generous, I think to Hillary Clinton here. I mean, these big bundlers are well known to these campaigns. I mean, people who collect this much money from from a lot of people are not anonymous to these campaigns, and those are the ones who need to be vetted all the more. And I just can't believe that any really credible vetting job would not have turned up this man's past.
Holly, let's talk about internet donations, because John Edwards, for one, is hoping to raise $1 million online. How big is internet donating this year?
Well, internet donations are always important because it's sort of a representative of the grassroots support they're getting. Because a lot of times this isn't, a $2,300 check that's coming in over the internet. It's $50 and $25, and that's a symbol of how your campaign is affecting average people. So I mean, and that's what's interesting about Obama, is that he continues to raise and all this money in small donations, but at the same time it doesn't show up in the polls, and so you have to wonder what's going on.
Holly, Craig, Joe, thank you all.
Thanks, Contessa.
Thank you.